Hello, sweet creatures. I'm Claire. I'm Galaxy Coop all over the internet, and today I feel like springtime is coming. I know it's not here yet where I am. It is gloomy and windy, but I can see leaf buds on the trees. I can hear Canada geese calling overhead. The birds are active with more fervor, and the mornings smell moist and dewy and delicious. So I wanted to show you my spring equinox egg grimoire, and we're going to add something to it today in anticipation for a very beautiful springtime. So I'm happy that you are here to share this with me. We'll get right into it. So, I woke up last year on the equinox and my brain said, book in egg, grimoire in egg, put grimoire inside egg. So, I have been using this set of wooden nesting eggs I found at, I think, Target a long time ago. I've been using them for a bunch of different crafts, and I still had the largest one left, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I made it into a grimoire, and I think this is my only non-codex style grimoire. The rest are books, but this was a fun little challenge. It was fun to do when I was kind of in a in-between place, and I completed it in a real quick period of time in kind of a creative fervor situation. So there's lots of room for other things. Like, I still haven't painted the inside. I may get to that. I may never. But I wanted to share with you the contents. So I won't be able to share the first thing that's inside here, and it's that I put my favorite dirt scented perfume in here. It smells like dark, wet, rich, fertile soil. Like the kind you get in like a garden bed that's been so well treated, and it just smells amazing. So I scented some confetti to put in the bottom of the egg, so I get hit with that like wet dirt springtime fertility smell every time I open her up. And the first thing is a cutout from a book, and on the back I wrote a poem to the Lady Spring. Awaken, Lady Spring, call your flowers and bees, speak kindness to bring leaves to the trees, raise the sun, awaken me from the dead. And this is a jelly print on the back here, because I just love the texture. And then I have a little Molly Roberts coloring book ephemera piece that I colored in on some painted paper. And on the back I wrote, the birds sing to their loves and the rising sun. I'm alive and a new day has begun, a chorus of joy for life itself, for the cool flower-brushed air. They awaken joy and gratitude in me. There's a couple typos in there, but that's okay. And then I took some pressed buttercups and wood sorrel and violets, and I put them in between some this is some junk mail that I made a little pocket for them. My yard at my last house was full of wood sorrel, both the native and the non-native varieties to my area, and these buttercups, which were a menace to the city government because I let them grow, and they didn't like how tall my lawn got. But a boon for the bees. These like shiny yellow interior actually is warmer than the air. It like collects the sunlight and makes a little warm spot for the bees. So wonderful for the early spring pollinators. So that is that. And then I have a couple miniature Alexander Speaks coloring pages. I may have promised them that I would color the big ones too, and I haven't. So maybe that's a project I should work on in the near future, since I have a big grimoire now that I can put them in. If you haven't seen my big grimoire, I have some other videos about it. And on the back, I wrote abundance of peace, abundance of seeds, abundance of bird song, abundance of love, and abundance of inspiration, with this holographic dove on another jelly print that I was having a lot of fun with at the time. A second Alexander Speaks mini coloring page, and a similar intention poem. Spring showers cleanse and bring fresh hope, fresh zest for life. Shower us with inspiration, bring us to the point of growth. And now we get into the egg-shaped pages in my egg-shaped grimoire. Egg, 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 egg. Eggs and eggs and eggs. Gold painted egg, and the back is gold too. And it says, if I had a golden egg, I would be sure that all around me are fed. I would build houses and bridges and gardens so big that no one went hungry again. This egg was kind of like a little container for the way spring makes me feel hopeful and warm, and that good is always possible and available. I have this little egg with an egg on it in a bird's nest, and the bird's nest is made of the scraps of paper cut off from other parts of this project and other projects. Some pen in there and a nice little bird sticker. And it's all about uses for blue eggs and their intentions. So good luck, creativity, new life, spring, and singing in the face of life or death. And that was from Monica Spirit Walker. Second egg within my egg. Another jelly print that I decorated differently on either side, and then I added some extra yellow paint as I needed. I thought it would need some extra brightness. And inside I have a butterfly, also made from the jelly prints, and it says, the pain will end and I will be born again. How the butterfly is hatching from a bird egg. I'm not sure. But the eggs are in the middle because of the shape of the egg book box. Brave bees. I have my bee stamp here on some ephemera I was gifted. On the back it says, be kind, be happy, you are loved. And inside, it's symbolism having to do with bees. Prosperity, community, friendship, joy, beauty, celebration, rebirth, and love. And last, but certainly not least, within my springtime grimoire is a little spring zine made from more of this jelly print. I must have just made it and was very excited to use it. I need to make some more because I've been using it throughout the year. Spring came in soft and cool upon a breeze. Roots send up energy for bright green leaves and soft ephemeral flowers. Thank you, Earth, for holding our roots. Insects are free to flutter and fly and pollinate. pollen and flowers, perfume float like wishes upon the breeze. Thank you for giving us life. Clear and cool, spring showers wash the sleep from our eyes and cleanse the land. Thank you, water, for filling us. The sun welcomes us back to the outside, warm and bright, reminding us of our inner fire. Thank you, fire, for allowing creation. And that is the last thing, other than the lovely, exciting, perfumed confetti that is inside my egg-shaped grimoire. I have a little bit of room in here, so I will show you in a moment what I think we should add to it today in preparation for springtime. Okay, so what I want to make is I want to take this empty matchbox and I want to make a little spring memory catcher where I write down like memories of spring or more thoughts about spring or maybe another poem. And I already tested that this can fit right in front here, and the grimoire still closes, so that's a sign that it has to be done. This isn't going to be a super intensive little project. It's going to be pretty short. I'm going to dig out some painted papers and some ephemera and just do a little decorating on this box. And you could do this just the little matchbox, where you decorate it however you like and use it to capture your memories or dreams, or maybe make it a little like intention box where an entire spell fits inside a matchbox. You could tuck it in your pocket or your purse or your backpack and carry it with you. That would be very fun. Let me know if you want me to do like tiny spells in a matchbox in the future, or little tiny art spells. But like, this is a perfect pocket spell, but here it's going to be an egg pocket. So I'm just going to go dig up some ephemera, and that's going to be right now for you. Okay, I found what I believe to be the very last sheet of gel prints from that gel block excursion last year, and I think it might be perfect. The pastel blues, the bright greens, and then for the inside I'm gonna pre-cut some pages. These are just painted papers from my scrap bin. Pre-cut some pages to the correct size that feel kind of springy. I'm gonna use a tacky glue to glue this on, and if that doesn't work, I will switch to hot glue. And we will meet back here. If you don't know, I had a major knee surgery, so I'm not walking around super great, so I'm not gonna run around my studio hunting for things to decorate this, but I'll find some simple decorations and leave it at that for now. But I'm very excited to be back and doing this simple little project with you, Al. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you have been tuning into my pre-filmed videos, I'm very excited to be back to filming. So I'm gonna get this glued on. I'm not gonna make you watch that because it's gonna be a struggle fest. Okay, if I had thought this through, I would have pre-painted this before I started this video, but I did not, and I do not have the energy to dig out paints and dry it, so I have a watercolor brush pen, and we're just going to color it. It'll probably be better for the cardboard because this is a little bit flimsy. And then I'm going to take this same brush pen and I am going to just do some vague leaf-like shapes on my little cover for this box of springtime memories. And then I found a little butterfly ephemera piece to glue on top. And hopefully it's not too big. Yeah, I don't think this cardboard would have stood up to paint without some major care and possibly regluing. I'll have to experiment more when I have another empty matchbox. A matchbook spell would also be very cool and very subtle. You know, people just carry around matchbooks all the time, so why not have a spell in a matchbook or a matchbox, you know? Unless you're not allowed to have them in places you are. Here's how the little cover turned out. I think it's super cute. It looks really soft and almost old, and I'll probably go around it with a little bit of ink to age it a bit, and I think I'm also going to stamp onto it with some floral stamps, some like floral or leafy motifs. I'm really bringing in the spring. I really want it. I feel like it's been dark for so long, and daylight savings has not helped me because now when I wake up, the sun's not up. That makes my mornings so much worse. I'm a little bit of a morning person, but like a slow morning person. I like to enjoy my coffee or tea. I like to sit and eat breakfast and chat with my partner. I'm not a get up and go for a run morning person. Evidenced by the knee surgery. Alright, let's grab some stamps. I'm gonna stay in this kind of blue-green color scheme we have going here because I'm going to put this butterfly as the little, I guess, topper for this. I think that should still fit. Yeah, that'll still fit in the container. So I'm gonna put this butterfly on here, hopefully. Maybe it'll end up being like a closed butterfly, like a half butterfly situation, like that. So I'm going to keep this super simple. We already have a gel block print. That's the beauty of them. They're already beautiful. And I'm going to take some thrifted little clear stamps of just some grass. It's just grass. It's just a grass stamp. And some distressed ink in like a lovely green, pale green color. And this is probably just going to add like some texture, some rhythm. Gotta be gentle with it. New recommendation: decorate your paper before you put it on your matchbook. We're learning together. Yeah, that's really subtle, but I like it. What are your favorite things about spring? Are you excited for spring? Are you dreading spring? Are you a winter fan? I think all seasons are beautiful, but I am a springtime girly. I think the temperatures are just right, and the colors of the blossoms, and the tree leaves, how bright green they are, and the way the birds sing. I don't think I'll ever get enough. Springtime. I love the springtime. Always have. my childhood home, we had a big crabapple tree right in the front yard, and it always had the most beautiful, fluffy pink blossoms every spring. I think towards like the end of May is when the blossoms really started, because where I grew up, spring came a little later. But oh, it was just so wonderful to climb up into that tree and sit and enjoy the springtime just ambiance. Can I? That'll totally fit, right? Yeah. So we are just going to take this butterfly and tack it right on the front. This is just a butterfly, like a paper butterfly from a paper floral arrangement I got from my mother-in-law. If you send me a card, I will keep it and it will become art and I'll remember it always. So I'm just going to tack on the body of the butterfly so the wings can still flex, and hopefully this will still fit inside my little book. I'm going to cut out the little pages, maybe do some minor decorating on those. I'm not going to fill them out yet because I want to take my time and use it as a way of catching the spring memories as they come up through the spring. So if I smell a breeze one day that smells just like being 12 and riding bikes with my best friend, I'm going to write down that specific sensory memory, or a specific flower and the way it smells and those memories it brings up, to kind of give it a little, like, this book is all about hope, and part of hope is joy. So this is going to be a little catching box for joy. That way I can revisit it when I need it the most. So I'm going to cut out some pages and I'll give you some final super sexy itty bitty shots. Alright, so here is our little matchbook Joy Keeper box. You can see the jelly print and the watercolor marker, and I roughed it up with a little bit of ink. I have my butterfly on the front. I may add something more to this in the future, but for now I'm happy. And inside will be my little joy cards. And I found this paper in my stash. It is the paper where I took my brush with the leftover paint from the making of this egg grimoire and put it on some paper. So it felt pertinent. And I took some of the teeny tiny little stamps from the stamp set that I used to decorate the outside of this, the thrifted stamp set, to add some little pieces of decoration to these pages. I want to leave them mostly blank so that I can come to them and, add my memories to them and have enough room to write, or have room to draw, or some sort of depiction of the sensory memory. So there's just a bunch of papers from my stash. I also thought this would be fun to do a challenge to make a matchbook divination deck. Wouldn't that be fun? It's so cute and tiny, and I have room for more. This is just what I have for now. It'll probably be more than enough for my purposes. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my egg spring equinox grimoire as the equinox approaches. I hope you got some inspiration, some joy from this, and If you like the video, please like the video. It helps me a ton. And if you want to stay for more or see other things I've made, you can subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Instagram. I try to post every 2 weeks. I'm Galaxy Coop all over the internet. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me today. Goodbye.